understand what you read, but you don't want to do that. You're just pretending, faking.
A fourth grade teacher is on leave, accused of using demeaning language and a belligerent tone with students. A family with 2 students in the class says that they both came home crying on separate occasions. That's when Grandma told one of them to start recording. The teacher works at Camino Real Elementary in Kyle. As KXAN's Tahira Rahman reports, the family wants her fired.
That's the message out here, to keep telling until you're heard.
When Gracie's son, Nathaniel, first complained about his teacher,
I didn't think anything of it. I just told him, you're going to have to deal with it.
When he kept complaining, Gracie spoke to the principal. Then, last week, Gracie's niece, who was in the same class, started recording.
Oh, was that so hard? Well, why don't you just do it? So y'all want to look stupid on your STAR test, basically. You want people to think you're stupid.
It's hard to believe that a teacher would yell like that.
The school district confirms they believe the voice is 4th grade teacher Catherine Willie. The principal put Willie on administrative leave the next day and says she's launched an investigation.
Why don't you read before the number 24 and figure out what it means already? Found it? Figure it out already.
Gracie also posted the videos to Facebook, saying more kids and parents have come forward.
That is my daughter's teacher. She is the child crying and getting yelled at in the first video.
Why are we crying about it? Why should you cry that you couldn't count? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not only does Gracie want the teacher fired from the elementary school, but she also wants her teaching license revoked.
And she should never be able to teach again after this.
Gracie has a message for other parents, too.
Listen to your kids, and if they keep telling you something's wrong, then believe them. Something is wrong. Just do more investigating in it.
Tahira Rahman, KXAN News.
The principal of Camino Real Elementary says no matter the outcome of the investigation, Catherine Willie will not be returning to that classroom as a teacher. We reached out to Willie, but she hasn't responded. Hayes CISD representatives say that she's worked at the school since August 2013. There was a complaint against her last fall. Willie was accused of making an inappropriate remark to a student, calling him, quote, a bump on a log. The district says that it investigated the concern and addressed it with the teacher. But it also says that it found to be an accurate representation. If it's found to be an accurate representation of what has occurred in her classroom, the new audio recordings show a much more significant level of unacceptable language and tone. Texas is one of 36 states, including the District of Columbia, where it is legal to record conversations as long as one person in the conversation is aware it's being recorded. But there are 15 states where it's illegal to record conversations unless everyone in the conversation knows it's being recorded. There are already cameras in some Texas classrooms. A state law passed in 2015 requires districts to install cameras in any classroom where special education services are provided to at least 50% of the students for at least 50% of the school day. The requirement is triggered when a parent, staff member, or school board member requests the cameras. We checked with Hayes CISD. A district representative told us that there are cameras in some of its special education classrooms where parents have requested them.